Hi everybody, this is Clinton at the Best Buy blog. Today I have a review of 3 microphones from Audio-Technica, the AT2020, the Audio-Technica AT2035, and finally the Audio-Technica AT2040. In my review today, I will talk about each of the 3 microphones, give you an idea of what their intended purpose is, as well as some of the features that differentiate the 3 models. I'll also tell you if I like it or not. For this video, as I review each of the individual microphones, I will actually use that microphone to narrate that portion of the video. So while I'm talking about the AT2020, you will hear the 2020. While I'm talking about the AT35, you will hear the AT35. And while I'm talking about the AT2040, you will hear the AT2040. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos for all the products that are available at Best Buy, hit the subscribe button. The Audio-Technica AT2020 is a nice microphone for those working for your home studio. It's very basic. It has a 16mm diaphragm capsule, which will respond from low frequencies of 20 Hertz up to 20,000 Hertz. It is a condenser microphone with a cardio design, which means that the sound capture is in front and in back. However, one of the features of the AT2020 is that the back captures a bit less sound. So it will create an isolation for your voice, which makes this a nice microphone for broadcasting and also music recording, if perhaps an acoustic guitar. This microphone is priced at a lower level than some of the other Audio-Technica microphones. Is really meant as a beginner microphone, if you will, which does not mean it's a bad microphone. Again, the frequency response is very helpful, and when I'm speaking in the voice, you can hear that it is clear. If you want to get an idea about how the sound is captured, you'll see in the front, you have my full sound of my finger snapping. In the back, it's going to be a little less loud. So that's the sound being rejected from the back. With a condenser microphone, they're often sensitive, so you have the sensitive response, so you can really talk quietly and with great detail if you would like. With a little bit of ambiance that's captured from the back and, of course, primarily from the front. It's a nice microphone for those who are trying to get started with home recording. It features a carrying case. It has a thread adapter mount, so it's threaded here. And again, when you attach to the microphone stand, it has an adapter as well that goes from the microphone stand to a smaller size, which is more applicable for tripods and such, which makes this suitable for podcasters and live streamers, YouTubers. They're thinking about the fact that you would use the microphone in those situations. That's a big sign. Audio-Technica is thinking about podcasters, streamers, YouTubers. I like the microphone. Out of the 3 microphones that I'm reviewing today, I think that it's not my favorite, but it's also not the most expensive of the 3. So you do get good quality for the price you pay. However, we'll look at the other 2 microphones, and perhaps, depending on your budget, depending on your needs, you may find them a better choice for you. The Audio-Technica AT2035 is a different microphone from the AT2020 model. First off, it has more features. And second of all, it has a different design in terms of how it captures sound. Like the AT2020, it is a condenser microphone. However, AT2035 has a different pickup pattern as it captures sound from both in front and behind. It does have a little bit of sound rejection from the side. I'll do the snap test here. We see that it's quite equal on both sides. This makes it a good microphone for lots of different purposes. For voice recording, it's great. The only issue you may have as you're recording is that you will capture indeed the sound of the room that's behind you. So if you have a room that's particularly bright sounding, or if you have a squeaky chair or a fan in the corner or something like this that's making extra noise, it's going to get into the microphone from this side as well. So that's sort of a downside to using this kind of microphone for basic voice recording. However, that's not the main purpose, I would say. I'd say that this microphone is made for more ambient recording, if you will. You can put it in the corner of your room and capture the sound of your room. Or if you're in amongst a crowd of people and you want to capture that sound for a podcast or an interview or anything like that, well, it might be useful from that angle just to create ambiance. This is a very versatile microphone, and I will be honest, I own one already. I've had one for many years. I use it for different recording projects, and I've never been disappointed with what it offers. At this price point, you get a lot of great value with the AT2035. The AT2035 features a shock mount, which is a bit of a nest, if you will, that you put the microphone into. It keeps the microphone from making too much noise if you bonk it, like perhaps if you bonk the mic stand or something. It will definitely make a noise, but it'll make less of a noise. So it's kind of protecting you and making for more pristine recordings. The shock mount for the microphone is threaded for a regular microphone stand. There's no adapter for podcasting and such, which does suggest that this microphone has more uses for singing, vocals type recording, and recording instruments as well, where you'd want to use a proper microphone stand to support the microphone. Two features of the AT35 are a minus 10 decibel pad, and I'm just going to take a moment and switch on the pad. Haha. It's right here. And you're going to see, I know there's lots of noise, but when you turn it on, you will see that my voice goes down in volume a lot. Now I'm going to turn it back up. So what's happening there is that 10 decibels of volume is being taken off the microphone at the source. That helps when you're recording loud instruments. So if you were recording a trumpet or a trombone or maybe even a loud guitar amplifier, you would reduce the signal from the microphone, and that will help you manage your preamplifiers when you're in the recording process, so you get good levels. The second feature is a low cut feature. And this, again, with the switch, sorry for this. This removes all the low end, the lowest of the low end. And you can hear my voice got a little bit less boomy when I turned it on. And in fact, I want to use this, so I'm going to leave it on the microphone right now. Why do we use the low cut? We use the low cut because if you're at home and you're recording a session, a vocal session, music session, maybe our houses aren't completely soundproof. Most aren't. A truck might drive by and make a rumbling sound. If the truck makes a rumbling sound, it's going to be very low for the most part. When you have the low cut activated, it eliminates the frequencies below 80 hertz, which is the really low stuff that you don't really need for voice and most instruments except for a low drum and a bass guitar, perhaps. It helps you out by getting rid of those low frequencies. It would be the same thing if someone walks by walks by in the room and makes some footstep, boom, boom, boom. It would get rid of some of those sounds for you because they're usually very low volume because they're distant, but you might not notice it when you're recording, and later when you're doing your post-production audio, you'd say, what's that noise? Well, once again, with the low cut filter, it's going to help. If you're recording acoustic guitar, it might be useful as well because once again, we do not need the frequencies that are below 80 hertz for most instruments, except for the very low bass instruments in recording. So between eliminating noise and controlling the low frequencies for certain instruments while you're recording, that low cut filter becomes very useful. I love the AT2035. As I said, I've owned one for a while, so I have no problem recommending it. I feel if you have any experience at all using microphones, this is a great buy. And once you understand how to use the two features, the minus 10 decibel pad as well as the low cut, then you're going to get maximum versatility from this microphone. The AT2035 has the shock mount and comes with a carrying case as well. Very simple kit overall. Both the AT2020 and the AT35 are both condenser microphones, which means that you will need to have a sound interface that provides 48-volt phantom power. Worth noting just to be sure that you're prepared. In this section, I've decided to take a moment to record using the AT2020 and the AT2035 microphone to record my guitar, just to give you an idea of how a guitar could possibly sound. I would not suggest at all that this is a professional situation, but it will give you an idea of the timbre of the two microphones as I will set them up as similarly as possible. So we'll start first with the AT2020 and move on to the AT35 for a guitar sample. And finally, the Audio-Technica AT2040. The AT2040 is a different kind of microphone compared to the AT2020 and the AT35. It is a dynamic microphone. Generally speaking, that means that it's a lot less sensitive, a lot more robust, and has a lot better outside sound rejection. Often these microphones fall into the category of broadcast microphones. If you're a podcaster or a YouTuber, live streamer, this could be a really good choice for you. What makes the AT2040 so interesting beyond the dynamic nature of the microphone is that it has a foam capsule, so it's blocking out a lot of the extra sounds that I might make with my voice. It gives you a much more professional sound right from the beginning. And this microphone is built with the low cut feature that I mentioned in the AT2035. It's built with that feature in mind. So it starts at 80 hertz, which means that there will be no low rumble coming in through your microphone as you talk. It's your voice with a pop filter in a microphone that's very sturdily built. The clip is built into the microphone. You just have to twist it onto your microphone stand and you're ready to go to work. Personally, I love this microphone. I was really surprised when I started to use it. I thought, okay, I guess I'm going to have to get one. It's very affordable for what you get. Very, very affordable. It's very easy to use and it sounds great. And well, like I said, I think I want one. So that help you decide. To conclude my review, I'd say that the three microphones are good buys. The AT2020 is a multi-purpose microphone that is very useful if you're just getting into home studio project recording. The AT2035 is a more studio quality microphone that has a lot of versatility and has some nice features with the low cut and the -10 dB pad. And the AT2040 is a broadcast style microphone that would be great for your narration projects. So if you're doing podcasting, that is a much more focused mic for that purpose. As I'm making this video on my iPhone, you're going to hear probably a little bit of a background noise from some traffic and some people cutting their lawns in the neighborhood. And that noise was present throughout the whole recording process of this video, but the microphones did not capture it. That means that they do a good job of blocking out external sound as well as cutting out the low rumbling frequencies. So I thought that's very interesting as a side note that I realized as I'm putting this video together. Thanks for watching the review of the Audio-Technica AT2020, AT35, and AT2040 microphones. Once again, if you like the review, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the Best Buy channel to see more reviews of all kinds of different products that are available at the Best Buy website. Thanks for watching.